tato jayam udirayet. Let the victory be announced. And for that we have to offer obeisances to Narayanam, Naranarayan and Devim Saraswatim and Vyasdev. And let the victory be announced, victory in conquering over our conditioning. And therefore, Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport 2-3 times, which point I have taken up today. I'll be discussing more on that, explaining a bit more on that. Srila Prabhupada writes, all Vedic literatures and Puranas are meant for conquering the darkest region of material existence. So what are the Vedic Puranas meant for? Conquering the darkest region of material existence. Further in the purport, he says, if he is at all want to conquer this perpetual struggle for existence, he must re-establish his eternal relationship with God. And that is the victory which we are talking and which will be discussed in this Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam is meant for that. And in the last line, Prabhupada says in the purport again, it is especially meant for them who desire to get out of material entanglement permanently. So this is our goal, and we desire the victory in this way. That is to get out of material entanglement permanently. And yesterday, as I was speaking something in Brahmachari class, there I made this point that many of us, maybe myself also, certainly, we are practicing sadhana bhakti for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 30 years, whatever it may be. Or 2 months, somebody may be new, first time you might have come today. We don't know. But I know at least good amount of people who are listening to this class have been practicing sadhana bhakti for a good number of years, including myself. So some ups and downs might have happened, okay. But while doing that, what I feel for myself, and maybe you also might feel the same, is while doing daily chanting, doing daily seva, coming to temple, mangalarti, flower making, garland, hearing Bhagavatam, brooming, cleaning, cooking, serving, whatever it may be, reading books, Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, marathon, Harinam Kirtan, Gaur Arati. We do everything, that's wonderful, but we forget the goal. It is not in our main consciousness. We just do it, we like it, it's a wonderful thing. Certainly better than doing all other activities outside in the world. But we should remember the goal. Yes, this is the process we are doing. We are doing the right process, that's wonderful. But while doing the right process, we should also know the goal. And many times what I feel, the goal goes into some background. We just know when we are talking about it. That goal is to conquer over this, because when we are always aware of the goal, we'll perform the process in a different way. And as Bhagavad Gita says, Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana. Even in Ishopanishad, Srila Prabhupada writes, all confusion is because of lack of goal. So even in sadhana bhakti, sometimes we get confused, what I'm doing is right, or is this right, is that right? First of all, the goal is to be clear. Sometimes people may think whether I should be brahmachari or grihastha, or I should do this seva or that seva, or etc., etc., etc. Whether I should stay in Bombay or Pune or New Bombay or New York, whatever we might be doing, we have to have very clear goal first of all. Ashram, job, location, whatever it may be. Even if you go to yatra or don't go to yatra, the goal has to be clear. Why we are going to yatra? To increase our Krishna consciousness, and that has to be in our foreground. Otherwise, we just go and come. That's much better than going to some Kulu Manali or something like that. But still, Prabhupada has called it International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Not only Krishna Japa. I want to make a point that sometimes we do Japa, we do Krishna Japa, we do Krishna Kirtan, we do Krishna Yatra, but we forget that Krishna conscious part. That's what I am trying to make it out here. And therefore, we have to be very clear. When the goal is clear, then confusion is not there and other things don't disturb us.